Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a story for you here today titled, My Wife Cheated, so I left without her knowing, and then I emailed her the evidence. So this should be an interesting one. We have a dude who, just wanted to dip, just wanted to bounce immediately, which honestly is completely understandable after he discovers that his wife has been cheating on him. So let's jump into this story here. This is a 38-year-old man. So before we jump into today's story, guys, don't forget to go and check out my second channel. This is something I have been mentioning a lot on the intros of these videos. If you are interested in seeing some of the TikTok reaction videos that I used to do here on this channel, for the time being, I'm going to be posting them to a second channel, and I'm only going to be doing one a day since I dislike the women over there so damn much, and they make me have aneurysms every time I listen to them. So if that interests you, make sure you go and check out the link in the pinned comment to the second channel. It says, I'm 38 and my wife, well now ex-wife, is 35. We were married for 6 years and we were together for 9 years. So nearly a decade and married after 3 years together. We built a life together, he says. We got a house in the suburbs. We had 2 cars. We had a dog. Excellent choice of a pet. And what I thought was a quiet and stable marriage. It turns out the quiet was just her hiding things well. The night changed everything. I was using our shared tablet to order some gear from an upcoming hiking trip. She normally used it for Netflix and reading, but I didn't think twice. It was lying on the kitchen counter. While I was in the Amazon app, he says, I noticed an icon that I hadn't seen before. Google Photos. Curious, I tapped it, and that app was syncing her phone photos to the cloud. I didn't even know it was logged in. And then, like someone flipped a switch, everything changed, right? So he gets a hold of the Amazon application on their tablet and then obviously finds something unpleasant. So let's jump into it. There were dozens of pictures, he said, all tucked away in a hidden album. Selfies of her in our bedroom while I was out of town for a business trip, her wrapped up in someone else's hoodie, a man's hand resting on her thigh in our car, and then a few videos, short, blurry clips, one with her whispering to the camera. He has no idea we were literally in his house. My throat went dry, he says. My chest was pounding, but I kept scrolling. The worst part about the whole thing, he says, is that I knew the guy. It was her boss, a dude in his mid-40s who is married, who used to shake my hand every time we saw each other at her office events. Okay, so not only is this woman just cheating with, she's not cheating with some random guy either, right? She's cheating with her boss, who is a guy who is already married. Now, I see a lot of instances like this, guys, where, men will tell me, or I've seen TikTok videos and just stories in general, men sharing their experiences. And from what I've seen, guys, like modern day women will try and make you believe like, oh, I never chase the guys who are married and things like this, right? Those types of women are awful. But the thing is, guys, so many women chase married men. I mean, hell, even married men can attest to this, okay? I have heard stories, guys, of dudes who have been married from many, many different men, that they actually get less attention, right, from women when they are divorced now and when they no longer have a ring, right? Or when they have to take it off for whatever reason. Maybe it's part of their work standards or something like this. But when women notice that they don't have a ring, all of a sudden, there's not as much interest. It's absolutely disgusting, guys. So this is a dude who's in his mid-40s who is married. He says, I didn't smash the tablet. I didn't do anything that night. I went completely still. I knew if I lost my cool, I would absolutely lose it, and I wanted to handle this, not react to it. So I closed the app, put the tablet back exactly where I found it, and I started planning. For the next 2 weeks, I acted like nothing happened. I kissed her goodbye every morning. I listened to her stories about how exhausting work has been. Interesting, just interesting choice of language here from her. I even played along when she said her boss was micromanaging her. So this woman is cheating with the boss, okay, and then trying to claim to the husband like the boss is like some sort of an a-hole who's micromanaging her at work. Again, guys, very, very common strategy by women. Like if you have a gut feeling about a guy, and let's just say you think that she's cheating with him, and you make a comment about him, a lot of women will sit there and they will downplay the man and call him like an a-hole and things like this. Oh, don't worry about that guy. He's such an a-hole, right? He does this, and this. But secretly, right, they're either attracted to the guy or cheating with the guy. He says, meanwhile, I was collecting proof quietly. I backed up every photo and video. I looked into our financials and I called a lawyer. I created a new fresh bank account. I reserved a short-term rental under a business name she didn't recognize, and I canceled unnecessary joint services. She thought I was oblivious, but I was already halfway gone. So this dude is taking the necessary steps to ensure that he's going to be fine after he announces the divorce from the woman. He says, I waited until she was scheduled for a conference in another city, a trip I now knew was really just a weekend getaway with him. The moment her Uber pulled away, I went to work. Movers came in. I took everything that was mine, even down to the box of tools in the garage. The dog came with me. She never walked him anyway. That's sad, man. You know, these people who get like dogs and they don't actually care for the dogs. I always find this just to be super, super sad. Like, what's the point of getting the dog in the first place if you can't actually, you know, if you can't even be bothered to walk the thing? I've always found that to be incredibly sad, man. I don't think these people should have dogs in the first place. He says, I changed every password. I froze the joint credit card, alerted my lawyer that everything was in motion, and I left the house exactly the way she left our marriage, looking normal on the outside but hollowed out where it mattered. That's a pretty sad thing to read, man. That's pretty, you know. At 8 p.m., as she was likely sipping overpriced wine in a hotel room, she received an email titled, You lied and I'm done. Inside the email, this is what he put. Okay, so he put, found the photos, found the videos. You were cheating in the house I paid for with a man who smiled in my face. I've moved out. I've taken what's mine. The lawyer will be in touch. Don't contact me. Attachment was 6 files, one folder titled Reality. Ooh, absolutely brutal. I really like what this guy did, okay? Because what he did was he said what was happening and he notified her that the lawyer would be in touch. And then he said, don't contact me, right? A lot of these guys, for whatever damn reason, they leave open the contact with the woman. The only contact the woman should have with you after this point is through the damn lawyer, okay? I read these stories, man, and like, I hear the dudes and they leave open the ability for the woman to contact them on Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, why are we even, it pisses me off, guys, that the men even give the opportunity to the women to speak to them. You know what I mean? Like, men just feel obliged to let women speak to them, even though it's just completely undeserved. So he puts it 6 files, 1 folder. He says, she called my phone 11 times. I didn't answer. She texted everything from please talk to me to you're blowing this out of proportion. And he said, I didn't respond to a single one. She showed up at the Airbnb 2 days later, pounding on the door. I didn't let her in. She cried in the hallway and I closed the blinds. This guy, man, I like this guy. I really do. He says, from what I heard later, her boss panicked. His wife found out. His job was at risk. He cut ties with her completely. She burned 2 relationships in one fire. Now she's alone, renting a studio apartment and trying to rebuild the life that she thought she would never have to live again. These people are so incredibly stupid to me, especially this boss, right? Because the thing is, if you're the boss in this situation, number one, why this guy has a wife? Why on earth is he cheating? I don't understand. Like, just a lot of these guys, they, you know, they don't want to leave their marriages because they're going to get financially screwed over. So I hope it's one of those situations. But like, the wife is going to find out if you have an affair regardless. You know, guys, like, you go out there, you cheat with some woman, okay, who's cheating on her own husband. Like, these women, they've already proven that they're not loyal. The woman's going to find out regardless. You could have a, you know, she's going to find out regardless. I've always just found this incredibly stupid, guys. This is why, in my opinion, lying is just so stupid. Is because it just takes so much effort. And like, what's the point? You know, and you have to put in all this effort and then rely on the woman that you're cheating with not to be a dumbass, by the way. Which is a very, very big ask. So, fantastic ending to the story here, though. The wife is trying to rent the ex-wife, excuse me, is trying to rent a studio apartment, gets thrown out by the guy, cries in the hallway, you know, tries to stalk him afterwards. But hey, she can follow up any contact that she has through the lawyer. So fantastic stuff, guys. Do not forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.